So I haven't done a video for quite a while. I don't really have a good reason. I just haven't had a whole lot to share, I guess. Also, my son takes up an awful lot of my time, so I don't get a lot of chance to get by myself and work on things. But I wanted to share my newest altar setup. It's really basic. But I did something a little different, and I was kind of inspired by a video I watched from Moonlit Opal. Her name's Michelle. I hope I'm saying her screen name right. She's got a much bigger altar space than I do, but I liked her idea of putting together a small space for each element. And I had the room, and I don't know why I never thought to do it. So I just wanted to show that, and I might post it as a video response to her video. But right now, these are my three goddesses that are always there. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen them. And this I found at Goodwill ages ago. I don't know if you can read that. There are two things you give your children. One is roots and the other is wings. That's just something I got as a mommy. It makes sense to me. Okay, so down here in the first little cubby, and you can see it's very small space, so it's very basic. I want to add more to it, but this is what I did tonight. So here for earth, I have some stones. I honestly do not remember what the name of that one is, but it reminded me so much of a globe. It has blues and greens in it. It's hard to see with this camera, but it just looks like the earth. And if anybody can tell me the name of it, please do. I have for air, I have some of these little Benoit balls that I got in a kit from the bookstore. They have little chimes inside. So for air. Fire is my basic candle, my working candle. I have a little spiral that I dressed it with. And water, seashells. Typical water symbol. And in the middle I have some little goddesses. She's actually an incense holder. I don't know if you can see her very well. She has some stones in there. I don't burn incense in her too often because I want to keep her clean. This little pocket goddess, she's hard to see. On the back she says, "I sit in perfect quiet, listening to the words of my heart." And sometimes I keep her in my purse, but she's there right now. And another little pocket goddess, a spiral goddess. And she says on the back, "Love your imperfections, they make you unique." And that especially rings true for me because I have some significant scarring from a childhood accident. And for years and years that held me back from so many things. So that little loving your imperfections thing, that's something I've worked on for a long time. We started a little garden. We don't have a lot of space since we're in a townhouse, but I sprouted a few things. I put them in. Having a son, I have Play-Doh pots. Really, actually quite good for sprouting seeds. The bean plant, of course, grew much faster than everyone else. And we actually, thanks to Elmo, we sprouted some apple seeds. My son does not eat very many fruits and vegetables, but he loves apples. And so I want to try and get him to put the connection together that his food comes from the earth and that he has a hand in making it. And this is just a spell I have going on. I put some of my worries on a piece of paper, and for a while I had them sitting under here, and I just gave my worries to her for a while, and that worked pretty well, actually, without me really realizing it. For a while, I just wasn't worried about anything that was on that list. And tonight, when I was vamping and cleaning up my altar space, I thought, well, it's time to just let those things go. So I put them in here. I folded the paper up and I put them underneath the candle, and I said a little piece about how I wanted to let them go, and they're sealed now inside the wax. So probably I had to put the candle out because I'm going to go to bed and I don't want it to burn overnight. But probably once the candle is totally finished, I'll throw it out and throw out my worries with it. So, oh, I don't know if anyone cares. It's such a mess right now, but here's a peek inside my space. It's a huge mess, and I've outgrown my space. But I got this at a yard sale many, many years ago, and it was kind of just meant to be. I wasn't looking for an altar space at the time, but I guess it kind of was looking for me. Yeah, it's a mess. I can't even tell you everything that's in there. I have oils and incense in the back here. There's a bunch of different plates. I love little plates and bowls and things for offerings or for whatever. And I pick them up at yard sales or Goodwill or whatever. There's a hand-painted candle. Another Goodwill find, I think. My teapot that I love. I usually have it sitting in the middle there, but I wanted to take it down. Some other candles and things. I have 3 different craft boxes full of little stuff. Stones and just miscellaneous things. Take that out. I have a little jingle bell and some stones. There's a spell working in there. This used to hold, sorry, I wasn't even holding it to the camera. This used to hold rose petals. I've had it since like middle school, and I'm 32 now. It has lavender in it now from my garden. My little Reed's Cross, and this little pill box. I'm going really long here, I'm sorry. That I found at a yard sale. I don't know if you can see the picture, but yeah. Anyhow, I'm rambling. So I just wanted to show my space and say hello because I haven't had a video for a while. So that's it. If I add anything to it or revamp it again for Austria, I'll maybe do another video. But for now, I guess that's all. Good night.